Superstock 600s down there on the grid. We saw a quick shot there of number 14, Ben Field. And we're going to keep our eyes peeled for Ben's progress. It is fantastic, as Steve mentioned, only his second ever full race meeting of his life. Gets himself on the front row after the Super Bowl race from yesterday. Well, if Ben is inexperienced, there's loads of experience on the rest of the grid, not least that man in the pea green suit there on the outside of the front row of the grid, that white Honda of Riccardo Ballerini, a many-time race winner and championship winner. Not such a good start for Rick, but you can guarantee he will be going like steam for the rest of this one. Through Spitfire they go, and Deveni out past that clubhouse, one of the nicer clubhouses I have to say on British race circuits, and then into the countryside, the S's and Brooklands. Steve, this really quite a wicked hairpin, Brooklands, isn't it? Got to get this one right.
You have, yeah. There's a couple of lines that you can take into Brooklands, and it really sets you up for the Speedway straight and into Woodlands, which of course is the fastest part of the circuit.
Yeah, well, the leading four, a little bit of a breakaway at the... Oh, goodness me, talk about breakaway. Down goes Rick Ballerini, and, well, he slides a long way across the grass, and the bike bounces itself into a million bits ahead of him. And I'll tell you what, really glad to see, Steve, that bike at no stage actually contacted Rick, because that could have been even more unpleasant.
Yep, as you look there, I tell you what that is, it's the front ender, and on the first lap, that must be a cold tyre. If you ask me, that bike is absolutely destroyed, but it's great to see Rick get up.
Yes, I'm sure Sandra and the Bella Bambini and the pit wall will be extremely glad as well. So ruefully, Riccardo surveys the scene of the damage, but up the front it is Mark Hughes, and off the back of that chat you had with him and his dad, Steve, I think Mark's made a wonderful start to this race, showing a clean pair of heels to the whole field at the moment.
He is, yeah, and look who's in second place there. It's Errol Armits, and Errol, of course, a rider that we saw last season, sort of battling away in third and fourth, and he's really looking to make some improvements this year, isn't he?
Yes, he had a rather poor qualifying, but a much better Super Bowl race, and at the moment he's battling with Seb Bulpin, who in the Super Bowl race yesterday had what I think is probably the race of Seb's career so far. Absolutely storming stuff. There he is, number 143 in third place. But he's got Errol Armit ahead of him, and up front they can just see the dispiriting red leathers of Mark Hughes.
Yeah, Mark Hughes has been brilliant, hasn't he? I mean, Mallory Park, he was in the Formula 600 class on the same bike, and he was really putting up a fight to Michael Price. He's a little bit wild. I think Seb and Errol have both said that his bike, he certainly likes his bike moving around, but he's a great rider nonetheless.
Yep, and here we go. Further back down in the pack, we can see there, number 47, Nick Anderson, right in the middle of that pack. One of the younger riders out there in the Terminelli Superstock 600s.
Yeah, an ex-Super Teen, and he's really took to the 600s very, very well indeed. Another ex-Super Teen that's doing well, as Mark Hughes just has a bit of a pogo stick moment, is of course Greg James, who's here on local turf. He's been doing very well.
Yes, indeed. Greg and his brother Scott working hard on their new company, which is to produce websites for all and sundry, including the Aprilia Super Teams. Good luck to them, and well, I'm not sure Mark Hughes needs good luck at the moment. He's got a fantastic lead, he's going like a tank, and I'll tell you what, he's nipped in a couple of fastest laps already, even this early in the race. So at the moment, on a sunny morning in Wales, absolutely everything going his way. Not so much going the way though of Errol Armit. He was in second, but Seb Bulpin has worked hard, dragged himself up to the rear tyre and just nips by. So Seb Bulpin back up into second, but Errol Armit will be dogging his every footstep for the rest of this race. Last lap back being shown. Mark Hughes, I think, uncatchable, but look at this. Errol Armit just siding through into second place, and the super glue comes unstuck, and he nearly steps off that one. And Seb Bulpin says, thanks, buddy, and through he goes. I think Errol will be happy to see the checker flag at the end of this one. Not quite as happy, though, as Mark Hughes. That's a great win for Mark. Second place for Seb. And Errol Armit, well done Errol, a good race and a chase there, but he will simply be glad to be on that thing at the end of this. Mark Hughes looking suitably satisfied after a splendid performance that nets him the fastest lap of the race and the first Superstock 600 race win. The Terminelli winner, Mark Hughes, from Seb Bulpin and Errol Armit.